In order to manage the inputs of our amplifiers and choose between analog, AES and Dante, we go under Config, Input, and then we select one or more amplifiers. And in the Properties pane, we can see the different connection protocols available, with the one on the far left being the main selected input. Here we can see that Dante is currently set as the main input for our amplifiers, and we can change that by clicking on the arrow next to AES in order to move it to the first position. In the same way, we can bring the analog input to the first position by clicking on the arrow next to it twice. ArmoniaPlus also gives us the option to enable what is called a backup strategy. If we click on Mode and then pick Signal Base from the list, we will activate the backup strategy based on a list of priorities starting from the far left. In this example, let's pick Dante as the first priority, AES as the second, and then analog input as the third one. This backup strategy means that if the amplifier stops receiving a signal in the Dante input, it will automatically switch to the AES input, and subsequently change to analog if there's no signal in the AES input as well. This operation can be done to all amplifier channels at once, or to each channel individually. In this case, channel 7 is ready to receive signals from the analog input, channel 5 is receiving signals from the AES input, and all the other channels are set to receive signals from Dante. If we then select all amplifiers at once, ArmoniaPlus will highlight to us that a mismatch has been detected due to the fact that different channels are present in different configurations. This mismatch can be amended by clicking on one of the areas in the Properties pane so that the most common configuration detected is applied to all the selected amplifiers. So far we have been looking into input settings for amplifier channels, but if we select M settings from the Properties pane and then select one or more amplifiers, ArmoniaPlus will present us with different properties, such as the option to calibrate the digital input dB full scale and the analog input dBu. If, for example, we are using an external mixer that delivers a maximum output of 22 dBu relative to the maximum 0 dBFS, we can easily calibrate the amplifier's inputs to equalize the digital and analog max inputs. In the same way, if we are experiencing time delays in our input signals due to different external connections and signal loops, it is also possible to set up a delay in order to calibrate the amplifier's inputs and equalize the signal arrival time for the different amplifiers' digital and analog inputs. If you have any questions about this or any other videos in the series, please feel free to contact us on support.audio@powersoft.com.